Hi, and welcome to today's episode of the Perfume Preppy, where we talk about all things fragrance. Before we get started, be sure to click like and subscribe. That way you're notified whenever I release new fragrance-related content. And without further ado, let's get into it. So today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite perfumes that has kind of fallen off the radar a bit because there's been other perfumes introduced by this particular company. And today, that perfume is Ralph Lauren Notorious. So this is my own perfume, and you can probably tell it's a little bit light. I have to get another bottle. But Ralph Lauren Notorious was released in 2008, so it's been around almost 20 years, I guess. Wow, it doesn't seem like that long. And the nose behind it is Olivier Guillotine. It's meant to evoke an old Hollywood glamour. So the box that it comes in is this it's kind of like this black and gold alligator embossed box. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ralph Lauren Notorious was released before, I think, the latest iteration of Romance that's out. Or it might have come out before the first one. But I do believe one of the newer versions of Romance that came out, Ralph Lauren Notorious, came out first. I've also mentioned this particular perfume in my video that I did when I first started this channel, where I was talking about my signature scents. This is one that I've been wearing since college. As I said, it was released in 2008. I graduated in 2009, so I've been wearing this for a long time, and it's one of my favorite scents. It's one that now that spring is starting to pick up, I kind of put back with my fragrances, but typically I like to wear this fragrance around the beginning of fall, like right before autumn hits, when the leaves are starting to get a little bit crunchy outside, it's starting to get a little brisk. It's just a really great scent for that. So speaking of the scent, the top notes are black currant, pink pepper, bergamot, and the middle notes are carnation, peony, and white chocolate, and the base notes are patchouli, vanilla, musk, and orris root. Now, as you've probably heard me say a few times on this channel, I'm not a patchouli girl, but what I will say is the way that this is blended, you don't even really smell it. Usually my nose is very acute and picks up patchouli very quickly. You don't really smell it, and as I've said in previous videos also, the base is what is left when everything kind of wears down. So you do get a nice blend of the musk and the vanilla. I'm not really sure what orris root smells like necessarily. What I will tell you is when this dies down, you have a really pretty floral scent that has a lot of character to it. It's a very sophisticated scent. So it unfortunately is not sold in stores. At least I haven't seen it. You used to be able to get it. I know TJ Maxx used to carry it quite a bit. And I think way back in the day, Ulta used to have it, before they switched to the romance fragrances, because I think the Ralph Lauren romance fragrances were meant to kind of take the place of this one, because as I said, it is a 20-year-old fragrance. So the only place I was able to find it is fragrance.net. And once again, as I always say, this is not a sponsored channel or a video, probably should be by now. But I found the 1.7 Eau de Parfum for $126.99 on FragranceNet, and that's what size bottle this actually is. It is a 1.7 ounce Eau de Parfum as well. This never came in an Eau de Toilette. I believe it only came in a Eau de Parfum. And even back when it was more popular, I never saw it in a 3.4 ounce. I only saw it in a 1.7. So it may have been sold in that. I just didn't really see it. I will say also now that because it just kind of hit me, Macy's used to carry this too. But as I said, I think the Ralph Lauren romance fragrances for women are meant to kind of take the place of this. So due to that, yeah, unfortunately, they really don't carry it too much anymore. But, I really liked the bottle. I really liked the ad campaigns because, as I said, it was meant to be, very old Hollywood glamour. The bottle is Art Deco, which I loved. The box was really cool. I just really thought it was just a really nice fragrance, a very classy fragrance. So, like I said, we are going into spring now. But if you're looking for something to, just kind of buy for the cooler days as we're, heading into that, but just to kind of put away for, even fall or because I live in Michigan, so we still get a few cold days here and there to spritz on. It is a really great scent, and it's It's a really pretty floral. Like I said, it's not overdone where you feel like you're just being ambushed by a bouquet. The notes blend very well. I haven't smelled this on anybody that it doesn't blend well, but as I always say, try to get a sample of it if you can. And another great resource that I've mentioned on this channel, once again, not sponsored, is theperfumedcourt.com. And that's a good place to get, small samples and kind of test it out without, spending a whole bottle and finding out that you don't like it, because, that's no fun either. So, yep, I just wanted to just get on here real quick and just kind of mention this, because I meant to do a review of just this fragrance a little earlier on, and I thought I had, and I was like, oh, well, I'll review it this week. So I meant to jump on here a little earlier last week, but it was a lot going on, so I wasn't able to. But I do plan on doing a bit of a review and an unboxing next week, so I'm really excited for that. So I will join you guys then. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.